£20 million battle for Hamza Igamane, a potential new superstar on the way. Cyriel Dessers facing the axe, a massive managerial appointment looming. And could Barry Ferguson drop his own captain to toughen up Rangers? This is not just another day in Govan. This is the start of a whole new era. Want to see these and more Rangers news? Stay until the end. We are the people. The Rangers are facing a major dilemma over Hamza Igamane, with Ange Postecoglou and Tottenham Hotspur circling the Moroccan forward. But will Ibrox stand firm and build around one of its brightest talents, or will they cash in on a quick profit? The 22-year-old arrived at Rangers last summer for just $2,500,000, and after a slow start, he has more than proved his worth. With 14 goals and counting, many of them absolutely crucial, Igamane has become one of the most reliable performers this season, unlike some who go missing when the pressure is on. And who has been watching him closely? None other than Ange Postecoglou, the man no Rangers supporter would ever dream of seeing in a statue anywhere near Govan. The former Celtic boss, now in charge of Tottenham, saw Igamane shine in the 1-1 Europa League draw between Rangers and Spurs, and since then he seems determined to lure him to London. The Premier League vultures are already circling Ibrox, with Everton also in the race, but Rangers have made their stance crystal clear. Anyone who wants Igamane will have to cough up £20 million, and this is where the real debate begins. Should Rangers sell one of their most promising young players for that price? The timing of this potential transfer could not be trickier, with uncertainty over the club's leadership and management heading into next season, and the expected arrival of the American-backed 49ers Enterprises. All eyes are on how Rangers will position themselves to compete with Celtic next year. And here's the key issue. If Václav Cerny returns to his parent club, can Rangers really afford to lose Igamane? The Moroccan has already proved he delivers when it matters most, and no one will forget what he did in the Glasgow derby just 2 weeks ago. No need to say anymore. Would selling Igamane for £20 million be a colossal mistake or a smart bit of business? Rangers are stepping up their pursuit of Israeli striker Dor Turgeman, with Ibrox scouts jetting out to monitor the Maccabi Tel Aviv star as the club looks to add serious firepower for next season. With the 49ers Enterprises set to play a major role in transfer dealings, Rangers are already plotting moves to bridge the gap to Celtic, and Turgeman appears to be high on the list. The 21-year-old has been in blistering form, bagging 17 goals and 6 assists in 35 matches this season. Those are the kind of numbers that get you noticed, and Rangers are wasting no time. Scouts were in attendance as Turgeman found the net in Israel's 4-2 defeat to Norway in the World Cup qualifiers, a sign that Ibrox's interest is more than just speculation. And let's be honest, this move would make perfect sense. Rangers have been reaping the rewards of smart recruitment lately, with the likes of Hamza Igamane, Clinton Nsiala, and Nico Raskin stepping up to become key first-team players. If the club secures Turgeman's signature, it would be another case of identifying a hidden gem and turning him into a superstar. But here's the key point. Rangers are not the only club sniffing around. German and Italian sides are also keen, meaning Ibrox will have to move quickly if they want to secure him. Should Rangers stick to their policy of finding emerging talents, developing them, and eventually selling for massive profits? The strategy has worked well, but will it ever truly close the gap to Celtic? Or is it time to flex the financial muscle and bring in established stars instead? Cyriel Dessers' time at Ibrox could be coming to an end, with Rangers looking to freshen up their striking options ahead of next season. And with the club's takeover by the 49ers Enterprises and Andrew Kavanagh expected to be completed in time for the summer transfer window, It seems change is very much on the horizon. The question is, who will be making these big decisions? The new ownership will likely bring in a fresh managerial appointment, while Barry Ferguson continues as interim boss. But one thing is already becoming clear. Rangers are preparing for a serious squad overhaul. Vaclav Cerny has been the signing of the season on loan, and Ferguson has already made it clear that he wants the deal made permanent. And that brings us to Dessers. With Rangers eyeing up a new striker, the Nigerian may well be finished at Ibrox. He has hit 11 goals in 27 league appearances, but he has struggled for consistency and found himself on the bench far too often. No one can deny that Dessers has had his moments in a Rangers shirt, but with a new era about to begin under the 49ers, is it time to cash in and move on? There's already interest in him from elsewhere, and with Rangers looking to reshape the squad, shifting an older striker could free up funds for much-needed reinforcements. Would moving on from Dessers be a smart decision to build for the future, or would it be a mistake to offload a proven goal scorer when depth is still an issue? Big changes could be on the horizon at Ibrox, with Parag Marathi and the 49ers Enterprises set to make a major managerial appointment once their takeover is complete. While Barry Ferguson has done an admirable job as interim boss, the reality is that the club's new owners are expected to make a statement of intent, and that usually means bringing in a big-name manager. Despite some massive moments under Ferguson, including a win at the Piggery and a deep Europa League run, Rangers remain 13 points behind in the league and have fallen short in both domestic cups. It's simply not good enough. And if Marathi's track record at Leeds United is anything to go by, where he immediately appointed Daniel Farke, the expectation is that Ibrox will see a similarly high-profile name in the dugout before next season. Football finance expert Dan Plumley has all but confirmed that a shortlist is already in place, with Rangers preparing to bring in a manager with either vast experience or serious pedigree from the continent. And let's be clear, while Ferguson has made a positive impact, history shows that giving an interim boss the permanent job rarely works out. Even his own brother, Derek Ferguson, has admitted that Barry is unlikely to want to stay on as part of someone else's coaching staff. He wants to be the main man, and if the new owners have other plans, his time in charge will be short-lived. Would appointing a big-name manager be the right move for Rangers, or should Barry Ferguson be given the full-time job after the passion and fight he has brought back to Ibrox? Rangers are back in domestic action with a trip to Dundee, and Barry Ferguson has a big call to make if he truly wants to bring an aggressive, no-nonsense edge to this side. And that call, dropping James Tavernier. It would be a controversial decision, no doubt. Tavernier has been a fixture in this team for years, but the reality is clear. When Rangers face top opposition, the captain's defensive weaknesses are exposed time and time again. If Ferguson is serious about adding steel to this squad, then Dujon Sterling has to start at right back. Sterling has looked rock solid whenever he's been given the chance in his preferred position, and one thing he has over Tavernier is sheer physicality. He doesn't just stand up to wingers, he dominates them. Anyone who saw him completely nullify Jota at the Piggery knows exactly what he brings to the team. His pace, his aggression, his defensive instincts. He is, without question, the best one-on-one defender at the club. And let's not forget that moment of brilliance in the last derby. His goal line clearance was the kind of quick thinking and awareness that Rangers have been lacking in key moments this season. Tavernier has given a lot to Rangers. No one can deny that. But if this team is going to evolve under Ferguson and become more physically imposing, then sentimentality has to be put aside. If Rangers are too nice, as Ferguson himself has said, then the first move he should make is dropping his captain Would benching Tavernier be a bold and necessary step to toughen up Rangers, or would it be a disastrous decision to drop the man who has delivered so much going forward? Comment below what you think about the news. Don't forget to leave a like on the video to help me out. I post videos every day talking every day about our Rangers, so if you're not subscribed, you're missing out on the latest news. See you soon.